The following segment is presented by Bremo Pharmacy.
If you're struggling to manage your medications, then SyncRx may be a prescription plan for you. Here to tell us more about it from Bremo Pharmacy is Jenny Helmke. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, nice to be here. Thank you.
So first of all, tell us what SyncRx stands for and what is it exactly?
It is a program that Bremo Pharmacy has put together. It's a worry-free, wait-free way of refilling your prescriptions every month and syncing them or synchronizing them to be refilled and due on the same day every time. So we'll be refilling the medications in a 28-day cycle, so we know every fourth Thursday or every fourth Friday your medications are going to be due.
And you have a statistic, something like 50% of patients manage more than 5 different medications for various illnesses, and they may not be able to refill those medications on the same day. So SyncRx allows patients to kind of consolidate that visit to the pharmacy and get automatic updates, if you will, right?
Exactly. So when the patients are started on one medication, then a few months later they're started on another, it's not necessarily the exact same time. So they may be coming to the pharmacy multiple times, or sometimes they may just wait and then they're out of medications for a few days. So what our program is designed to do is to get them to be all out on the exact same day, and they're only having to come to the pharmacy that one time that month.
And what I like about this too is that you as the pharmacist can really track a patient, work with a patient. What are some of the ways that you partner with patients to make sure that they're getting all their medications through this program at one time?
Exactly. So what we do to make sure we are filling exactly what they need is to call the patient 1 week ahead of time before the medicines are due. At this call, we verify what they need, making sure that they are about due and that they don't have extras, meaning that they may not have taken them correctly, but also to see if there's any changes, if they've gone to the doctor, or if they've been in the hospital recently, to make sure we're following up and any things that we need to and address it as needed.
I think that really helps with patient compliance too, which I know is a huge thing. A doctor can prescribe the medicine, the pharmacist can give it, but if the patient doesn't take it as prescribed, then that's a huge problem too. Can you give us an example of any patients and what their struggles may be and how this helps solve those struggles?
So for an example, if a patient was taking multiple medications for, say, diabetes and blood pressure, and then the doctor started them on cholesterol medication, and they were having to pick one up in the beginning of the month and maybe in the middle of the month and then the end of the month, and sometimes maybe they forgot. Well, taking those medications really helps prevent that disease from happening, and when they skip those medications, it could lead to a hospital visit. And now after the hospital visit, he's added even more medications, so it's difficult to manage them all.
And if a patient is still coming in and they're not saying they're having any symptoms, you as a pharmacist, you don't know how to help them if they're not speaking up or you don't have that dialogue, right?
Exactly. So the monthly call really actually helps not only get their medicines filled on time, but also gives us that one-on-one to talk and discuss with the patient.
That seems like a really personalized service. What type of feedback have you gotten from patients who are on the SyncRx program?
It's funny because people have been actually asking for it for a while, and it is easy to get out of sync if somebody's not managing it. So we've tried to get our patients on it, and they've been really appreciating the one time a month and the personal attention they're receiving from the pharmacist.
I know, because how many times does your phone even ring anymore? Everyone's texting and emailing, and something as important as medication, I think it's really good to hear that phone ring and get a reminder from an expert or a professional.
Exactly, and they really like it.
Well, thank you so much, Jenny. And if you at home want to find out more about SyncRx, visit Bremo's website at bremorx.com.